Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Love going to throw right away. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. It's Kelsey on the grab. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Oh, my beauty. Oh, Lord. Oh, my head.
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A big pickup of 38. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Second down and 6 now. Love now. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Dobbins running out of the gun. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now Love. That complete to Downs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. To throw now. Here's Love. He's got it. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Dobbins. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, these are the situations that come up in practice and are talked about all the time. This is as tough as it gets for a defense. They've got to defend a very short field after that turnover. They're not home yet, but a really nice job there pushing them backwards on first and goal.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Throwing. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Love. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 3rd down, Love. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Steps away. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off the play fake, Love. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. They go bootleg. Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the 1st half. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Love. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. So we're at halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 30. Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. 1st down, Love to pass. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for KC. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Going back to Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. He'll let one go deep for downs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelce, who appears to be in a bit of discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Buying time to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Josh Downs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by...
Oh, well, it's not far.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw again. Love going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. First down, going to the air with Love. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for KC. 55 yards. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Love going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. On play action, Love to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points.
It's about time, though, God. Now I can move on to 25.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show
Lost to a bummy team. 34-45.
It's a rare victory for them as they get that
Rare.
back to
Hear that?
3-7.
Rare. Rare. We lost to bums. Scrubs. Losers.
The run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.